Yeah, another great opportunity, great opponent, number 2 team in the country. Coming off a night that, to be very honest, was disappointing. I thought we took a pretty healthy shot from Maryland in the first half of that game, and we rallied. We played well after that, but we didn't make plays to win a game, and made some foolish plays. Stuff we've got to clean up. You can't foul a shooter, 3-point shooter, twice. You can't commit a foul 94 feet from the basket with the game tied. You've got to get on the floor for a loose ball in the first half that leads to a 3. Those are all plays that we have to make. If we make those, we win the game. And we weren't our best the first half. I think, maybe their environment, maybe their crowd stunned us a little bit. We played a little wide-eyed, I thought. I didn't think we were very aggressive. Second half, we played great. Held them to 3 field goals in a 16-minute span. One of those was an offensive goaltend. And when we lock in defensively, we can be really good. So, great opportunity. Chris does a great job at Texas. They've got tremendous talent. They got a lot of people back. They've beaten some quality people already, so should be a great matchup, one I'm looking forward to.
Terrence said that he essentially begged you to call a timeout to get him back in the game. What's it say about him and, his willingness to play and compete and fight through even a little injury?
Yeah, he's a pretty tough kid. There's, stitches and blood everywhere, and he's dying to get back in the game. So, those are the kind of guys I like to rock with. Those are my type of guys, and he was great in the ball game. He played a lot of minutes, probably too many, but his cardio such that he can play for a while. So you want guys like Terrence.
Stage keeps getting bigger and bigger. How do you feel like your 4 freshmen are handling it?
That's why we're playing them. There's no you're jumping both feet in, and the Jimmy V is probably the biggest event in college basketball, until you get to conference tournaments and the NCAA tournament. It's a big event. It's in the Garden. There's 4 great teams for a great cause. It's let's go. Let's throw them in and see if we sink or swim. And right now, I've been really pleased with them. Some lessons to learn for Jaden. Getting in foul trouble. I think Sky had to play a lot of minutes, and I thought he was terrific, especially on the defensive side. So, just line up another one. And let's learn from him.
AJ Melendez has been playing some of his best basketball in the last few games. What do you think the keys have been?
Yeah, he's competing. He's competing. He's playing to win. He's not. Early I thought he was passive and to be honest, soft. I thought he was not aggressive. Now I think he's going and grabbing rebounds, and his defense on their point guard. I think he blocked 3 shots. I think he bothered another couple. When he plays with an assertion, in his mindset and his attitude, he's really good. He's been doing that.
There's been a couple games afterwards where you just had fouled too much. Is that?
Yeah.
I guess how do you address that?
Call them in practice. Put them on the treadmill over here. We've got to learn. And we've got our 2 losses. We've basically been doubled up at the foul line. And again, they're bad fouls. We got 6 or 7 really bad fouls. You can't commit. Jaden's first, reaching in the backcourt. Coleman, miss a free throw on the free throw play. And he's a veteran. He knows better. Those are the fouls that are really bad fouls. And Sky, just in a switch, just mugged the guy, just grabbed him. And those are freshman mistakes. They're trying to be physical, but again, we've just got to keep addressing it, keep talking about it, and hopefully we learn from it.
Those freshmen, what were your kind of impressions of them kind of being in a road environment for the first time at Maryland?
Well, I think there was some, Maryland was a wow factor now. I've been in a lot of venues in my day. That one was hard to beat. I wasn't, getting chicken breast thrown at you and getting it was loud. I mean, I'm sitting there in the huddle pregame and just talking to the team as the introductions are going on. They couldn't hear me. That's one of the loudest venues that I've been in the Big Ten, and so I think they saw something was pretty good, and they learned from it. And I think I think there was a shock factor, early on, but it was like, okay, now we got to settle in and play.
First time you ever had a pretzel or chicken breast thrown at you?
It's the first time I've had a chicken breast thrown at me. It was half eaten, and somebody had a big mouth because there was a lot of but no, it was yeah, it's unfortunate. That stuff can't happen and it shouldn't happen.
You guys in a shooting slump like Matthew Meyer, how do you address that? Do you
Keep
talk to
shooting.
him about it, or you just tell him to keep shooting?
Keep shooting, keep running stuff to him, and he's a good shooter, and we got to keep running stuff to get him shots, and get him something where he feels really good about it. He's working at it. One of these nights, it's hopefully it's tomorrow night. He comes out of it. Unfortunately, the other night, he picks up the early fouls and gets out of rhythm. But keep shooting.
You talked about opportunity, and obviously the schedule presents a lot of those. What does this opportunity mean for you to, play the number 2 team in the country and get an opportunity to, get another major win for you guys?
Well, the obvious is we get a chance to get better, and we get a chance to see a team that, in all likelihood could win the Big 12 and is a front runner to be a Final Four contender. And we've seen that in UCLA and Virginia, and we saw a different type of team in Syracuse. This is one that just gives you another learning experience, and and an opportunity to help get us better for Big Ten play and understand what we've got to face every single night in that league. And Texas is good; they're old, and we've got to go out and show a little more commitment, a little more fire on the defensive side than what we had in the last game, and I haven't been very pleased with that in the last couple. But we got to do a better job. We got to do it for 40 minutes.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.